Hello, my lovely jubblies. It's good to see you again. All right, this popped up in my recommended feed here on YouTube. I thought I was done with recording reactions today, but then I was like, well, this Russell Howard one popped up. Let's do one more. So this one's called Weirdest Adverts from the Russell Howard Hour. So, I mean, I've done some advert reactions before, but not presented by this dude. So, let's see if this is... I actually prematurely started this video. Let me get this set up here. So yeah, it's been a couple months since I did a Russell Howard reaction, so let's check this out. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And what are these weird adverts, sir? Show me.
Next up, have you seen the latest way the Irish government is trying to crack down on speeding?
This shocking advert has been banned from appearing on television until after the 9 o'clock watershed.
Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stared too long, I'd probably break down and cry.
Shocking ad? That doesn't look shocking. Nothing shocks me. I've seen everything.
Oh, sweet child of mine.
Oh my God! Did that just happen? That's a real advert in Ireland? Holy shit. Who did they hire to drive the car? Anakin Skywalker? Fucking hell. I'm like torn. I'm like torn. I don't know. Like there's like a part of me that wants to laugh, but it's just like that was so visceral. Like no, dude, fuck off. That was horrifying. I don't even know if I can show that on my channel. I might have to like splice it out for like a split second.
Reduce class sizes! That was on telly! It's terrifying, that is an actual advert! Who made that and went, yeah, that's fine?
Right?
That doesn't stop dangerous driving, it just freaks kids out about field trips. Come on, let's collect some tadpoles! No! Because if people see that, they'll never drive again. They won't let their kids in cars, and that is a mistake. Because sometimes wonderful things happen when you get kids in cars. I mean, listen to what this kid says.
What'd you get, dude?
I got a boner.
Oh, Are you gonna shoot it?
Yeah.
You gonna shoot it? What'd you get?
A boner.
Awesome.
Okay, don't shoot it at your mom, all right? That's my job.
No, he did not. No, he did not. Oh. Oh my God. No, I can't say it. I can't say it. I was gonna say, well, it looks like he didn't shoot at her, and then you finish the rest. Fuck.
Wow, this next story about Red Bull sounds crazy, but I promise it's true. Red Bull ordered to pay $13 million settlement because it doesn't really give drinkers weed.
Only in
people
America,
sued
baby.
Red Bull and won because Red Bull didn't actually give them wings.
Had to be
Imagine
in
those
America.
letters. Dear Red Bull, your drink does not give you rings. Rings. Doesn't give you rings, wings, or otherwise. Furthermore, meerkats know nothing about car insurance.
By the way, I say America, I mean the United States. I've seen, like, it's happened a few times on my channel, but I see it a lot in Instagram comment sections lately. I think it's like the new thing to, it's like a new thing to try to, like, diminish and make fun of Americans, which, you know, everybody does it, it's fine. But if you're going to do it, then, at least in this instance, I think you need to have... Well, here, let me pull back a little bit. Okay, so what's going on is people in comment sections, and it's happened on mine, but I've seen it happen a lot in Instagram. God, I can't talk today. Instagram comment sections, where somebody would be like, I don't know why they call themselves Americans. You know, they're in North America. The people of South America are just as much Americans as they are. So they're not really Americans, are they? And it's like, all right, fine. Well, but then you have to tell everybody else to stop calling us Americans. You know, it's a weird one. You know, there's a lot better ways to make fun of Americans. Trust me. A lot of it happens on this channel, but that new one is weird for me because I've in a couple videos I've mentioned, like I said Americans and somebody hits me with that, and I'm just puzzled. And I'm like, what? Well, then tell everybody else to stop calling us Americans. It's like we're the United States of America, and everybody else calls us Americans. Like, I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Anyway.
It makes you think, though, if Red Bull are getting sued, do you reckon all companies are going to have to start being more honest? Imagine that. Frosties, they're okay. Foster's, good call if you've only just started drinking. McDonald's, it's bearable. If anyone should be getting sued, it's tampon ads. I've never once seen a woman rollerblading behind a Dalmatian. Yay! I'm bleeding! Woo! Yeah! What are their new adverts going to look like? This?
As it's your time of the month, I thought we could go rollerblading.
Fuck off!
That's how it should go, yeah. Absolutely.
Tell you what, though, if companies have to start telling the truth, I think we all know what the new Guinness advert's going to look like. Some ridiculous health stories in the news. First up, have you seen how they're trying to stop smoking outside a hospital in the West Country?
Messages recorded by local school children encouraging people not to smoke are now being played out through a loudspeaker at Taunton's Musgrove Park Hospital.
It's nuts. Have you seen how it works?
Every time the receptionist sees a smoker outside, she pushes the button.
Do you know how much your smoking harms me?
Oh my God. Yo, they'll be ashing out the cigarettes on your speaker. Oh my God.
How manipulative is that? Why not get a kid to just come out? How could you? I'm dying! Still, could have been worse. They could have got this fella to do the voice.
When we are He's got a voice like he sounds from Texas and he drinks a lot of whiskey.
What I want to know is, how did Obama lose power to people like this?
I'm Joni Ernst. I grew up castrating hogs on an Iowa farm. So when I get to Washington, I'll know how to cut pork.
I'll tell you why. Because they're just as bad. That's how it happened. They're just as bad.
For me, America! I can rip off pigs' nuts! That woman is now in the US Senate. She doesn't belong in politics. She belongs in a fucking butcher's. Imagine that over here. How sinister would that be? Vote for me. Because when I was little, I chopped off a chihuahua's dick. It wasn't just her. Fair to say in America, they like their politicians pretty simple.
I believe in God.
I'm not Barack Obama.
We're Republicans. We should be better than that.
Bibles and guns brought us here. And Bibles and guns will keep us here.
Fucking hell, dude. Oh, God. And then people wonder why I hate politics, man. That's the thing. The thing about Russell Howard's videos is like politics are like all over his stuff, and I've done a couple reactions where I've stopped it. I'd be like, "Nah, it's too political," you know, because I don't like to talk about that nonsense because I have people like this motherfucker in here. And then if you flip the script and go to the blue team, it's just as bad. I want a third party. You know what my third party's name would be? What's a good name for a third party? I probably should have thought about that before I said it. Here's a good party name. No Muppetry. The No Muppetry Party. The only qualification of being granted entry to the party is you can't be a Muppet.
Psychotic Forrest Gumps. I ain't never done no thinking. Vote for me, America. I can't read and I got me a boom boom stick.
Yep, they're everywhere.
I've saved the maddest candidate for last. Check out this guy.
Hi, I'm Bob. I am running for Iowa's open seat in the U.S. Senate.
Seems like a nice bloke. I wonder what else he's got to say.
If you are the sexual predator and sociopath who murdered my sister Lynette, and you come to my front door to do harm to my girls, I'm going to use my Glock to blow your balls off.
Yo, I don't know who this is. I'm really, dude, you have my complete sympathy if what you said about your sister is true, but goddamn, don't make an ad like that. Fucking hell. Oh my God.
He is the friendliest psycho ever. Imagine what the rest of that advert looks like. If you try and break into my house, I'll rip your skin off and wear it like a dress. If you put your rubbish in my wheelie bin, I'll kill your dog. Now, back in Britain, if you thought the Zimbabwe coup or the Russian meddling was shocking, it's got nothing on this.
Those festive ad campaigns are now in full flow, but one company seems to be getting rather carried away ahead of the launch of its advent calendar. Bakery chain Greggs has been accused of offending Christians with this nativity scene, depicting baby Jesus as a sausage roll.
They replaced Jesus with a sausage roll. It's brilliant. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus is a steak bake instead. Sausage roll Jesus. That would have changed the Bible. And lo, Jesus did feed the 5,000 by laying the nibble on his feet. This was such a big story. Good Morning Britain even interviewed people. Some of them were livid.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Others not so much.
Looks tasty. I'd eat it.
One guy really lost it.
It's not funny, it's disrespectful, it's arrogant, it's the lowest of the low, and Craig should hang their head in shame.
It's the lowest of the low. It's a sausage roll, mate. It's not Jimmy Savile. It's just a bit of fun. I mean, look at it. It looks like the three kings are going, we've wasted our lives. Follow the star, you said. I got a big bag full of myrrh, Balthazar. I don't even know what myrrh is. What do you mean, keep my voice down? It's not a baby, it's a fucking sausage roll. It's brilliant. Even Jesus would laugh. Very good, Greggs, very good. I'd clap if I could, but I'm a little tired up. You can see why they did it. If you say Jesus backwards, it sounds like you're saying the word sausage really slowly. Says he. And if you...
Wait, play that again.
You can see why they did it. If you say Jesus backwards, it sounds like you're saying the word sausage really slowly. Says he. And if you say God backwards, it's what their sausage rolls are probably made of. Dog, mate. Now...
All right. Dude, the first fucking advert was wild. Wild. What is Ireland thinking? Oh my God. It definitely shocked the hell out of me. There was like a part of me that wanted to laugh because I was like, dude, who makes an ad like this? So, anyway. I do have a question though, because I've watched a few Russell Howard videos on my own at this point, and I do notice he gets very political in a lot of his videos. But of all the videos that I've seen, he only makes fun of one side. He only makes, at least in the United States, he makes fun of the Republicans. Does he make fun of the Democrats too? Because if he doesn't, I don't trust. If somebody's making fun of one side and not the other, I do not trust him. I don't care who it is. If it's somebody making fun of just Democrats and they never make fun of the Republicans, I don't trust that motherfucker either. But because you guys probably know Russell Howard way more than I do, answer that question for me in the comments below. But yeah, every time I put, like, I've watched a few videos of my own, and there's been, like, I think it was, like, 2 videos where I started it, and I was like, this is way too political, and this is just a fucking boner, because politics is such a boner killer. It really is. But I've noticed in the ones that I watched on my own that were, like heavily political, he always makes fun of just the Republicans, not the Democrats. I could be wrong, but, you know, just posing a question. Because I think if you're gonna be doing comedy with politics, you need to make fun of everybody. You know, it's like, what's that saying? Nobody's above an ass whooping. Well, nobody's above being made fun of either, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know if that's controversial or anything, but you know, fuck it. Who cares? Anyway, much love, Russell Howard Hour, and he's got his own channel. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. Anyway, much love, and I'll see you guys again soon. Peace out.